This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.
And welcome back, everybody. Thank you for being present today with us as we dig into talking about being present, living in the moment. Game changer it can be in our lives. Why? A lot of insight about to come your way, and I'm always transparent. I'm going to say here, being present or living in the moment was really, for me, the game changer in my journey. Let's dig into this with somebody who helps people heal all the time in many different aspects and has a lot of insight on much of what we're talking about when it comes to energy and, of course, being present. She's a Reiki master and the woman behind Calming Vibrations, Samantha Somerville, is back on the program. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good, good. Being present. I'm not going to say any more. I've said enough, I feel, to kick this off. What's going on? Why is this important? How do you describe it?
Well, being present is it's a simply beautiful, but it's a deeply transformative thing. It can help you arrive in the moment with more Reiki can help you get there with more ease, softness, and clarity. So one thing to think about is you're fully here. You're fully present. You become a clear channel for energy. When you're pulled past we're pulled into the past or tangled in worries about the future, your flow of energy, your flow of thoughts can feel scattered and distant. So being present settles your nervous system. It opens your heart to connection and allows for deeper healing for both yourself and for those you care about. So it helps you to really be open to everyone around you and be able to make those connections in your daily life that otherwise, if you're always thinking about the past or the future or what's going to happen, you're just not allowing yourself to have those connections.
Hmm. I'm seeing how even more important this is than I even realized. And I met somebody about 4 years ago who I believe they were put into my life for a reason. And one of those reasons was to say to me, why don't you ever live in the moment? And this is like, they really didn't even know me, but this is what they detected. Said, you're always living in the past, you're living in the future, you're not living in the moment. And it took me time to figure that out. I had to process it. I'm like, I don't know, what do you mean? And once I started discovering it, I started realizing that fear and worry started going away. Maybe sadness of situations from the past started minimizing, because when you take the moment, like this moment right now, slice it right there. This one right here, slice right there. What's wrong? I got nothing. There's nothing wrong. It's like right there. We're good right here. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, well, one of the things that I've also learned was a really interesting practice and teaching that adds on to that through my meditation teaching practice. It's called
Mm,
mindfulness of action. That
mm,
could help as well. It's often described in the teachings of karma yoga. Now, karma has a lot of thoughts around it, and it carries a real mystical tone. But in Sanskrit, it simply means action. So it's the natural ripple and cause and effect that follows. So, like energy you send out in the world often circles back to you. So it's not as a punishment or a reward, but as a natural rhythm of life. So when you weave this into your life or into Reiki or your meditation and this understanding, it becomes like a living meditation. So every mindful action, whether you're placing your hands on your heart or offering a kind word, this shifts the energy within you and around you. So your hands become an extension of your heart, and the peace you offer naturally flows back in your life. So to become more present rather than focusing on outcomes. We begin to focus on this moment of action
Mm,
rather than itself. So you might try noticing how your body moves through space step by step, paying attention to each motion as you feel the subtle warmth of, like, if you're getting Reiki or giving Reiki to yourself, the warmth in your hands, being wholly with someone when they speak, because your calm presence alone can be healing. So make that eye contact
mm,
or just be with them. Put the phones down, totally focus in on that person. Letting every action carry intention and feeling yourself present as you do it. So whatever you're doing, like simple tasks, think about folding the laundry, sweeping the floor, washing dishes. They become opportunities to practice it. So every motion becomes an anchor, gently guiding you back to the now. So if you're feeling very disconnected, start with manual labor helps us reconnect to the now sometimes, even if it's small and you can't do but small things, like maybe it's just wiping a table or cleaning a window or just, like doing the folding of the laundry. It helps you focus yourself back in on what you're doing.
mm. There is something magical about being present, even those menial tasks. Like there's been times where, I do my cleaning mostly on the weekend. I wake up, maybe have company coming over. I'm like, oh, I got to mop, I got to vacuum, I got to clean up from the cats and blah, 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 blah. But when you turn it into a moment, put on some music, open up the windows, fresh air coming in, it changes the energy and the whole vibe with the task, as opposed to just begrudgingly like enjoying the moment. I guess that's where I'm going with that, right?
It's like the simple things in life. You have to enjoy each moment, no matter what it is. I mean, it could be anything. Stopping and looking at, like they say, stop and smell the flowers. It isn't like just a general colloquialism. It really means something. Stop and enjoy that moment.
Mm. Yeah, and I don't want to come off as it feeling like, oh, well, they got the rose-colored glasses on, making everything just look good. But when you really think about it, you could find joy or inject joy into everything you do. You really could when you think about it. There's, even if it's something menial, taking out the garbage. Ah, I got to go take out the garbage. Instead of complaining about it, use it as an opportunity. I'm going to walk outside. I'm going to take the garbage to the curb. While I'm out there, I'm going to just look at the trees. I'm going to take a deep breath. I'm outside. Make it a moment as opposed to just another task that you have to do. I think if we get in the habit of doing that, might change things for a lot of us.
Yeah. And even if you're walking out there to take the garbage, if it's at nighttime, take a look stars.
Mm,
Or maybe you're able to do it at sunset. You can look at the sunset. Or some of us have to do it in the morning, look at the sunrise.
right.
So it just depends. Take a look around. There maybe you're in a place where you can see rabbits. Like the little rabbits are out right now.
I was just going to say that. I am not even kidding. And by me, and I'm very, very happy to see it. There's more rabbits this year. I'm like,
Yeah,
wow, this is really cool. And little ones too. And I'll walk my
they're
dog,
cute.
and they're so cute. And I'll even say to my dog, I'm like, take a look at that. And he's like, and he'll just be staring for a moment, and then taking that moment and enjoying it. What's he thinking? What does he think that is? Does he know it's another animal? Like, what's he think? Just even if you're intentional, I'm going to go outside, take the garbage out, and I'm going to find one thing I didn't realize or one thing I didn't see previously. Doesn't matter what it is. Like even just going out there and looking at an interesting flower, I have never realized that they grow that way. Or sunflowers get really big toward the end of the summer season. Whatever it is, make it something as opposed to just a negative vibration in taking the garbage out because you don't have to. You don't have to. And would you say that once you start that ritual of looking at things differently, taking the moment, being present, that it kind of transcends into other areas of your life too? once you start that swell of just enjoying the moment?
It opens you up more.
Mm,
It allows you to be open to receiving more energy there for a minute, but it allows you to be more open. It allows you to receive more energy,
mm,
and be able to give it. So let's say you go to a yoga session, you can relax more. Or you go to a Reiki session, you can heal yourself more because you're able to relax and receive. Or maybe if you're going to a counseling session, you can be more present in that moment and understand and work more grounded in that moment, that you can then look at different issues a little bit differently.
So, what are some tips? What can you do to maybe give us some insight into finding ways to be more present, more living in the moment?
Well, like as I said, you can notice how your body moves through space. You can look at it step by step. Pay attention to your movements. Just as you're walking around, just watch your steps as they hit the ground. Um, Sit, or they have the 3-3-1. How many things do I
Mm.
see? How many things do I feel? How can I count three things I hear?
Can you
Three
can you
things I
talk
see.
about that? Can we go in there? Because I've just hear a little bit about that. How does that work? 3, 2, 1. I think you may have froze on our connection here, which I'm not surprised. I've said this before. When we talk about energy, and we get deep into it, this invariably sometimes happens where there's a freeze with the signal. Not even kidding. That psychic's on, and right away the connection goes away. We're going to take a short break. We're going to see what's up and get Samantha back here, and we're
I
going to live.
did say that.
Wait, she's back. There we go. I think we got you now.
Okay. I
Side
don't know
note,
what.
side note for those that pay attention, we are right in the middle of a Mercury retrograde where things like communication go awry. Not even kidding. Uh, so yeah, we started with the 3, 2, 1 rule. Can you just give us some better background on that?
Repeat that one more
You mentioned 3, 2, 1.
time. Three things that you can see. What do you see around you? Like, do you see, like, I can see a bird. I can see the grass, or I can see you just name three things you can see. Then you say, what are two things I can feel? What are two? And then, well, my numbers are a little bit different than other folks that you may hear from. And two things that you can feel, like I can feel the chair under me. You can feel maybe your clothes. And
Mm.
then one, what do I smell? So for me, it's like a grounding. Like, how do you ground back into yourself? And that brings you back to the present. You will hear from other practitioners, other uh, counselors, different numbers. You will hear different methods, but it will help ground.
We have another connection situation here. I don't know what's going on. Why don't we do this? We're going to take a short break, and you go out and come back in. Let's try that.
Will do.
That work?
All
All
right.
right. Yeah, we'll be right back.
This is a car. No matter how much you kiss your lucky frog, wish
Car breaks down, it's too late. Call 800 908 6126. 800 908 6126. 800 908 6126.
All right. Just want to remind everybody we are talking to Samantha Somerville. She is a Reiki master. Today, we are focusing on the present. The present. Uh, Ironically, coincidentally. I don't feel there are any coincidences. The present moment has a little technology snafu, but we are back. And so I really want to go into what living in the present or being present does for us a little bit more. Because it's just, I think for many, it almost seems too good to be true. How is that going to be intentional? I'm eating a meal. What's the big deal with that? Things like that. Can we go into maybe some of the background, maybe the therapeutic aspect of why being present makes such a big difference in our world?
Well, when you're being present, you makes you feel creates a life that feels more calm and clearer and more compassionate. So the more that you can be present in your life, it allows you to be more tuned in, more open to the energy that you want to send out and receive, and be more connected to the people around you. So if you are the less connected to the world around you, the more you are to be more closed off and a little more anxious because you feel like you are not connected, you are not grounded, you're not you'll feel like you're apart from everything else. So the more present you can be in the moment and feel like you are a part of it and you are experiencing it, the more it feels you are that have that connection, whether it's with what you are doing, other people, or your community.
Hmm. Are there other tips on how to get there? Again, when somebody said to me, "Why don't you live in the moment?" I looked at them like, "What do you like?" They were crazy, honestly. Like, why are you saying this to me? Until I figured it out. It took a while to figure it out. I don't want that to happen to others. Do you have any suggestions on what we might be able to do to, live more in the moment, be intentional? My first thought is even eating, to really enjoy the flavor, enjoy the moment. So many times, we put food in front of a screen, blah, 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 shovel it through there. You're probably eating too much. You're not really enjoying it. Or even eating with others. It's all great, fantastic. You're actually giving them part of your energy. Could be 50% of it. You're not focusing on you in that moment. So for me, even eating, living in that moment to enjoy it. Any other thoughts, tips on that?
Well, yeah, like with eating, like when you're preparing your meals, prepare it with intention. I mean, a lot of times I fall in a rut. We're trying to get it all done. We're trying to get the food ready. We have to get out the door. We're trying to get everything ready for the family or even just for yourself. You have 15 million things to do, or you have a very tight time schedule and you're like, I don't have time to slow this down. I just got to get it done and I got to eat it fast. Try, if you can, to slow it down just a little bit and say, as you cut your vegetables or as you cut your meat, or if you don't like vegetables, I know people who don't, take your time and just think about what you're doing as you slice or boil the water in the pot, or as you watch it. Take that time to watch what you're doing. Pour the pasta in if that's what you're doing. So think through every step a little bit longer. And then when you're eating, try to sit down. Most people don't sit down at a table anymore. It's everybody sits in front of the TV or
Mm.
sits in front of a computer or sits on the couch or whatever they're doing. Try to sit down at a table and intentionally eat your meal and to enjoy each bite. And if you have people you are eating with, have that conversation, but enjoy it. Be in the moment of what you're eating and take that time. Whether it is, you only have 5 or 10 minutes, still enjoy that small time.
Mm. You said the word that really says it all here, and I don't know why I didn't say this word. Enjoy. Enjoy it. Many things we do, are you really, 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 really enjoying it? I ask. I really mean that. Like, are you really, whether it is taking the garbage out, whether it is walking your dog, whether it is having a meal, are you enjoying it or are you just doing it? Because I'm
Yeah.
thinking here, energetically, Samantha, we should be enjoying it. Even if it's just an everyday task, you can find enjoyment in it. And I believe, and this is in your wheelhouse as a Reiki master,
Yeah.
you would be raising your vibration up overall, and life will get better overall because you're in a better energetic space. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what's coming for me now.
Yeah. As you raise your vibration, and that healing will
Yeah.
just naturally unfold.
Love it. Yeah, this is I just woke up. Because how many of us get out of bed? Oh, I gotta go to work. Oh, guess, spill coffee. What a day this is going to be. Blah, 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 blah. I get it. We have frustrations. Life isn't easy. But if we can look at those moments and enjoy them, it raises the vibration up collectively. That makes life better in all other areas. Why didn't I ever see that? Thank you for that. I'm serious. I'm serious. It's everything. It's your energetic vibration that is going to attract good things to you. Once you live in the moment and make things enjoyable. How do we find you? How do we connect with you? What's the best way?
Calmingvibrations.com or at contact@calmingvibrations.com. You can reach out to me, and we can talk.
Yeah. I mean, start a conversation. I get it. This is a little woo for many. I got you on that. But once you start realizing what energy is and how it can change your life, it is a game changer. Thank you so much for being here today. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for having me, and sorry for all the energetic woo we had today.
That is out of our wheelhouse. And again, we're in a Mercury retrograde and we are talking about energy. I'm not even surprised. I'm not even swayed. It happens. Energy. This is energy. We're using energetic means to even, have this conversation. And we'll manifest. Not that it was a big deal. It won't happen next time. Just throw it out there. Positive. Yep. All right.
This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.